Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I promised Parvis of the Yogscast that I would do one of these, although I doubt that he's going to see this. So, here it... It's already a death point here, and I know for absolutely certain... possibly from a previous playthrough. Alright, let me... waypoints. This does not need to exist. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, I promised Parvis of the Yogscast that I would do one of these, although I doubt that he's going to see this because, well, quite simply, I'm not a well-known YouTuber, and he kind of is. But in any case, I figured I ought to do this anyway, both because I've just recently gotten a new headset and I've been itching to do some recording again for a while, and also because I do not go back on a promise, regardless whether the promisee is going to be affected by it. This, if you're not familiar, is the Feed the Beast mod pack Agrarian Skies by, let me just open the...
It has been a horrible 10 years.
I don't need to know, have all the audio, is by Jaded Cat and a couple of others. I cannot recall their names. Is a skyblock style of map, and it is getting dark. I am going to use the one cheat that I've allowed myself, which will only be used this once, which is time... /time. Setting it to morning so that I can get things done. In any case, this mod pack is based around the idea, for those unfamiliar, of essentially rebuilding a world that has been destroyed in a great cataclysm of some sort. Starting from, well, exactly this. I believe I chose the wrong map. This appears to be Home Sweet... No, that's right, I chose this one because it's the single-player version of the map that Parvis and his friends have been playing on, and wouldn't you know, I start talking, it starts raining. Alright, let's get this on the go. Get a little start. Need some bone meal. Because, as I'm not sure if you spotted, the first quest is to obtain an oak wood plank, and therefore I need to grow an oak tree. In any case, this is basically how it goes. You are on a block or series of blocks in the sky, and lore-wise, that is all that remains of the world that you once knew. I believe, if this is anything like the map that Parvis and his friends have been playing on, yes it is. Secret Dirt. I don't know if this should be considered a cheat or not, but because it's not clearly a cheat, I'm going to consider it strategic playing. those of you who don't know me, whether you're just tuning in for the first time or it's been long enough since my last stream that you have forgotten, I am Omega, and I have been playing Minecraft for a very long time, since before it officially went even alpha, the InDev and InfDev days. I've been recording on and off for the past something like 2 or 3 years, and I'm going to step it up and get this quest done. Claim my reward, gives me an apple and a pickaxe, and unlocks 2 new quests. Now, I need to do that, manually submit 1 oak plank, which gets me this quest delivery system, which is part of another quest, or more accurately to say, it is part of many quests, but it is not a required part except for this quest. Next thing I need to do is select this quest, which is to use the quest delivery system to submit another oakwood plank. You'll notice the logo for the hardcore questing system mod suddenly appears on the side of it, which is a signal that it has a quest assigned. And next I need this hopper. I will come back around here and put that there. Drop 1 of these planks in there, and the next part of the quest is to retrieve and submit the hopper. Now, of course, Parvis and his friends on their playthrough would have easily been able to cheese this one because they misinterpreted the way the map works, thinking that the hub island in the multiplayer version that you spawn on is actually where you're supposed to live, whereas what it actually is meant to be is a team will select one island of these, and there are 6 islands in the multiplayer map, only 1 in the single player, as befitting a single player map. So they had essentially 3 extra hoppers. They would have been able to completely cheese this quest if they had thought about it and realized the mistake they had made. I, on the other hand, both cannot and prefer not to. Therefore, I will do that. Claim my reward. You can see this heart that I just received. It is essentially an extra life, as you can see on this. No, where is it? Unselect that. As you can see here, I have 2 lives. And so I will now consume the heart, which, as you can see from the chat log, has added a life to my total, giving me 3. Now, this is the fun part of this pack. The quest, the reward bag. This, of course, is not a very good reward, although some variety of building blocks is certainly welcome. Therefore, I will be glad for this white willow when I start building out the island and expanding my little homestead here. Okay, now the next step is all this stuff. I need to get some more trees on the go, because I need a lot of wood for this. And because of the nature of the quest, I believe it requires it to be oak. Now, before I get started, I will do two things that I'm able to do right now, which are to create this crafting table, which I will then place back in the crafting grid, which gives me this crafting station. Now the reason I want to do that is quite simple. See, with a regular crafting table, when you put items in it, like so, and then you exit the menu, they will just pop out, whereas this, notice they did not pop out, and they're still there. The other reason, of course, is because it's one of the parts of this quest. Now, this is another part of the... Oh, nope, I need sticks. This is another part of the quest. A crook, which, quite simply, is designed for ease of harvesting the leaves of a tree. Well, harvesting the saplings and apples from said leaves. It's meant to increase the likelihood of getting a sapling, apple, or whatever else you might get from the tree you're harvesting, dropping from breaking the leaves. And as you can see, I now have 6 saplings, whereas when I started I had exactly 2 prior to planting this tree. And this is useful for multiple reasons, which is one of the reasons that it's useful is one of the reasons that I said that I was going to do this for Parvis. I'm currently without any sort of axe. I believe I get that as a reward for this quest. And let's see. We now have 6 more logs. And let's get inside, check the quest book. I need a chest, park builder, tool station, stencil table, and a barrel now. Which, let's see. Part builder is a plank of wood and one of these blank patterns, and the blank pattern, as you can see here, is 2 planks, 2 sticks. Okay, which means I need more sticks. I also need to turn more of these logs into planks, but leave a couple logs for reasons which I will get to momentarily. Okay, grab a couple sticks. I need a few of these. One plank and a pattern is my stencil table. 1 log and my pattern is my part builder. And now I can do this because I believe that was the last log I need for this quest. And if not, I have 8 saplings left that I can just toss down. And what else did I need?